main story. You basically get two stories, both were hit, about how you chose the nickname Johnny, and I could see people reacting. And what I found particularly interesting is how you came to be, to exist, and how you almost never existed because of the China one-child policy. We've heard about, I think most of us have heard about that policy, but how it affects real people, that really was really interesting to me. Now, Johnny went an extra step in writing down his speech, and he sent it to me as his evaluator, also to Peter. And we both made suggestions to him, and that, I think, improved his speech, so that was kind of going extra mile. Most people don't usually do that. You asked me to look into your claim as a speaking, and I found you spoke very well. Your accent is hot. You have an accent, obviously, you always will, but I found most every word was easy to understand, and occasionally, I don't have great hearing, occasionally there'd be a word I wouldn't get that you were trying to say. Before I go on, let me ask the time about the time.
Johnny was right at 7 minutes.
Okay, 7 minutes, just within this time. And he did speak with aplomb. In other words, I felt that he had confidence in what he was saying. Trying to think of, I've got some notes here. I kind of like the little gesture of turning the tent over when he had his original, his birth name, which I can't still pronounce, and he flipped it over and showed it to Johnny. That was kind of a nice little connection there. As far as improvements are concerned, you could do better in the future with gestures and vocal variety. That's something we don't look as this icebreaker. You kind of create your pretty generously because it's your first speech. And I usually end my evaluations of icebreakers saying, I'm looking forward to hearing, as Johnny does, more speeches, but I was both sad and happy to find out that he's leaving. I'm sad for us that we won't be seeing him. I'm happy for him that he now has a job. So I would just wish you well and say, well done.
Next, Lindsay will come up to give the, she'll give the grammarian's report from her seat, and I would just like to tell her that this morning for breakfast I made a fruit salad with a plum.
That's awful. Somebody has to say.
Okay, so for the word of the day, Peter used it twice now. Bob used it, Brendan used it. I feel like I'm missing some. Pete used the word as well. For filler words, Peter, Ash, you had a fair amount of okay, us. Pete, I didn't hear any. Romero, nothing. Rob, I didn't hear any. Eval, same, I didn't hear anything. I'm sorry, Echo. I always pronounce your name wrong, I'm sorry. Echo. Bob, a couple ums and ahs. Johnny, a few ums and ahs. And Brendan, I heard one or two and ah. That's it.
Next we'll have the timers report. Chris told me that his favorite podcast is hosted by Rich Roll, who's a vegan ultra-endurance athlete who has many inspiring guests who talk about overcoming limiting beliefs, building self-confidence, and achieving your dreams. Chris.
Thanks, Peter. Overall, it was a good meeting, timing-wise. There were a number of people who went over, people who were under time, so I'll just go through those briefly. Peter, you were over time at 3 minutes for your sergeant at arms, but you were under time at 1 minute for Toastmaster. So if you take into account the combination, you were fine, but just to let you know. Rob, President's Message, you were over at 3 minutes 29 seconds, but within the grace period. Lindsay, for your grammarian, you were under at 1 minute 28 seconds. Peter, for your speech, you were over at 10 minutes 28 seconds, but again within the grace period. Echo, you were over for your table topics intro at 2 minutes 30 seconds. Mike, for your table topics, you were under 48 seconds. Brendan, for your speech evaluation, you were just over at 5 minutes 15 seconds, but within the grace period. And then Lindsay, for your grammarian report just now, you were under at 48 seconds. That's it.
Thank you, Chris. Now, I did not notice that the general evaluator was not here. It was scheduled to be Mickey. And would anybody like to give their impressions on the overall meeting, such as it was?
Sure. Yeah, again, the meeting was excellent. The meeting was excellent. There were a couple of things that I didn't catch, and that was that Bob Avalone was going to be the second speaker, so he was in the second slot. So once Johnny had actually taken his place, I should have caught that he would be now the first speaker, because our rule is, unspoken rule, is that somebody who has not had that much experience should always be the first speaker. As the GE evaluations, you know, they were pretty spot on. I think that they said what had to be said. I would have asked some questions about Peter's very enticing speech, and I love the fact that the guy, the builder, wouldn't open the door. But what I didn't know was, how did he know what Peter was going to ask? He might have been bringing a cake. He could have been bringing cookies. How did he know that it was a septic tank? I guess. Anyhow, I thought it was an excellent speech, and I thought the evaluation was also good. Again, Johnny's speech was remarkable. All the background of things that, you know, I know a little bit about, because I did spend 25 years working in China. But you can't know it unless you're a native. And Johnny did and lived through it, and it's quite a story. I thought Bob Avalone's evaluation was excellent. I will add that Johnny also sent me the speech. I liked it the first time I saw it, and I had a few things to say. But I thought overall both the speech and the evaluation were excellent. So the only thing I'd say is that every week I do send out on table topics, keep the intro brief. We want to get as many speakers as possible. The intro should be maybe 30 seconds, if that. And the rest of it is to introduce your subject and your people, and go on from there. But great job, great meeting, excellent. I'll keep it.
Yeah, okay, right. So Robert is going to cover the upcoming schedule. I would like to tell him, first of all, that I won't be here. Neither
No. Who won't be here next week? Raise your hand. Okay, Johnny, Echo. Okay, Romero, you will be here. Will you be Toastmaster? We'd love to have you as Toastmaster. Okay. And Peter Ash will not be here, so Brendan, you'll fill in.
I'll do Sergeant Arms, but what about the suitcase?
I'll deliver the suitcase to whoever wants it.
Who's for Toastmaster?
Oh, okay.
I can pick it up.
I can bring it to your house if you prefer. It's my fault that you don't have it here.
So how will you work it out?
I've done it before.
You work it out
somewhere and just...
And video, Brendan?
With your car. Yeah.
You do video and?
Yes.
Sergeant
Yeah.
Arms, great. And President Rob?
Yes.
Okay. And Toastmasters Romero?
Yes.
And Grammarian is Chris?
I think I'm scheduled for a speech next week.
Oh, my goodness. I don't have you down for it. Oh, I do. You're right. My fault. Okay. Okay, we'll come back to that. Third joke, I have Michael. Will you be here?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. First speech is Kai. And evaluator I have is Echo. You won't be here.
Yes.
Okay. We'll need to come back to that. Second speech is Chris.
Yep.
Okay, and I have Lindsay down as his evaluator.
Sure.
Table topics, I have Peter F.
Sure.
Okay. And general evaluator, Mary Alice. Mary Alice. Okay, so now we have two roles to fill in. One is grammarian. Dale, did you become a member?
Sure.
Okay. And I need an evaluator for Kai. Rob.
Okay.
And I believe that's a wrap. Who doesn't have a role? Okay, Robert.
I don't have a role.
As usual. All right,
I say one thing.
you can say two.
Since there's so many new people here, if you're interested in joining at this time, please see me. I'll try to catch you, but come up and see me if you want to come back for another week and check out again. That's fine too.
And I'd like to add to Bob's invitation, if you're new, we informally go out to lunch afterwards. It's not part of the club, but it's a way to get to know people. And so we organize at the back of the room week by week. So I'll be going out to lunch and hope anybody wants to join me, please join. Thanks, everybody.
Congratulations on your job. Thank you.
And if anybody has any